There are so many exciting things happening and so much promise and also so many challenges. These filmmakers have really gone against the odds in a real tough industry. They're really trying to tell a great story that embraces the complexity of social issues in a real way.
In 1992, I was living in Seoul, Korea. I remember I was at a friend's house and somebody came in and suddenly said, "You have to go look at the TV." And on the TV were images of Koreatown burning. You know, all of these images kind of playing up in my head. And then coming back to the US a few months later and sort of trying to figure out what this all meant. I wanted to make this interactive film on the web that would both disrupt the media images and also uplift different perspectives that we hadn't heard before. And this was really just an opportunity to bring together all of these different voices in one space. And for K-Town 92, we only, I only seeded it with like 25 interviews at the start. It's something that's going to evolve and grow, and hopefully with people's feedback, we can continue adding to the story.
I've been very blessed. I've been able to consistently work, but you start to get really frustrated with, not having input on more of like the foundational story aspect. My dad every day drove an hour to an hour and a half to East Compton. On the last day of the riots, we got looted. There was these other films that were being made by filmmakers I truly, truly respect. And everybody should have the right to tell their perspective on an event. But, having experienced the riots and having it affect my family, I would feel extremely guilty if I didn't add my 2 cents. What was interesting to me was how people were thinking at the time and just telling the story from actually the neighborhood. The type of stories that I like are the type of stories that unite us. A lot of my post-production was raised on Kickstarter. People think that Kickstarter is just used for the financing, but no, it's free marketing. If it gets momentum, people spread it. Me being able to interact directly with my audience is incredibly valuable. You get instant feedback. I did go to a few production companies. The type of stuff they were saying was so stupid, but yet they had the checkbook. How much integrity and how true do you want to stay to what you want to say, but I want to get this made, so how much do I compromise? At least with this, I didn't want to compromise.
I've learned over the years that unless I really am committed to this idea or topic, I'm not going to go for it. In a project like K-Town 92, which is very like a passion project, I just started it. I also set out knowing that it could be done for a much smaller budget, but it's still difficult to raise that money. These projects, they will happen because we will it to happen.